Hey, what's up, everyone? Halfway through the week. It's Wednesday, and just sitting here contemplating a lot of things. Yesterday, I had a kind of like a photo shoot kind of deal to work on some ads and stuff for the podcast, and help me with some more content stuff that I'm trying to post and things like that. And I was sitting with my friend, and we were talking about a lot of things going on here, and like how things affect me and the way that I've thought about things, and how things have changed for me and my mindset and things like that. And I started thinking about, am I pushing myself to learn more, to know more, to get there? And I think that is challenging. I think that one of the things that I've talked about before is always trying to learn something new and always trying to further yourself. And that the great thing is that if you're willing to work for it, things will happen. And I think that through like social media and through things like that, like I've tried quite a bit to push, getting things that I wanted, and knowing that I can get them if I'm willing to work for it. Sorry, I messed with the camera a little bit. I got a little bit of sunshade here that's kind of breaking everything up. But anyway, one of the things that I want you to understand is that anything is possible if you're willing to work for it. And that's kind of the big thing. It's possible. He challenged me yesterday, my friend did, to start reading more and learning more and things like that, in which I kind of thought about it, and it made me really think and contemplate what I'm doing to further my knowledge in anything that I do. And he gave me 5 books to read, and I'm like, that seems like a lot. And then I last night before he left, I downloaded the first one and I started reading through it, and I'm about 45 pages into it. And the funny thing is that I'm always searching for a little bit of inspiration myself, trying to find reasons of why I should do what I do. And I realized yesterday in a conversation with someone that I had always spent my life thinking that something crappy was going to happen, and then when something good happened, it was okay. But when it was crappy, it was crappy. And so I don't want to spend my life that way anymore. And I made that choice a couple months ago. But the more I think about it, the more I realize that I have to put more into it. And that's kind of where where this conversation is going. I think that you have to realize that you have to be willing to put more into it. If you're not, if it doesn't click with you, then nothing's going to get any better. And so you should spend time finding things that are going to make things better for you. Find things that you have that inspire you and make you do that. And so I've talked before about surrounding yourself with people who are like-minded. And the funny thing is, I'm 39. I'm almost 40. I'll be 40 next year. And my friend is 23. And the knowledge that he has helped me and gained and helped me figure out things is so crazy. I mean, knowing that there's so much more to it, and that you have to put more into it. But being challenged every day is kind of where I look at it, and challenging yourself to do more than what you did yesterday, and challenging yourself to learn, and challenging yourself to not sit there and criticize someone for what they're doing, but understand why they're doing it. And it's crazy. I was talking to him about this guy that I've been watching. His name is Andrew Bird, and he's a Canadian wrestler. And he talked about like how when you feel negative about something, you should look on the bright side and try and figure that out. And that really hit home with me. And that's why I kind of changed the mindset, but I'd never really thought about it. And what Andrew was talking about was how like someone comes home and they're like, hey, I got to pay these bills, and this is just, I can't believe I've got to pay bills, blah, 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 blah. And you feel real negative about it because all this money you worked for is going back out to pay the bills. But what he said after that was what was crazy, is like, what does that stuff give you? What does it provide for you when you pay your bill? And your bill, it provides you something good, right? But you don't think of it that way because you're just like, I got to pay that. I'm working to pay that. That's what I'm doing. So when you make your house payment, it provides home for you, right? It provides a place for you to live, shelter. When you pay your power bill, it provides you heat and warmth. When you go to the grocery store and you pay for your food, which is a bill, right? We pay our food bill. It provides us with food and nourishment. And so You can find the good in anything. And I want to challenge you to do that, because I really honestly feel like that is something that we don't do. We sit in this world that is completely negative, and all we do all day is bank on the negative. The media spreads this negativity. There is positive things in this world. And that's really what I'm trying to do, is spread that positiveness, the positivity of this world, because it's there. We just don't see it, and we're not exposed to it because negativity sells. So find the positive in everything that you do. Think about it. There is something positive even in bad things. Okay? When something doesn't happen your way, when something doesn't go your way, there's a positive thing that happens there, And I look at this like this is an example. If you've been following me, you know that I'm trying to interview Hunter Pence. Okay? I haven't heard from him about a week. And they said they'd get back to me. He's busy. It's during spring training. If I don't hear from him, it doesn't mean that I'm going to stop pursuing an interview with him, because I feel like he truly inspires me. But I'm going to be okay with that. And it may open up a door for something else, a different interview with a different person who inspires me as well. And it's inspired someone to see that someone's trying to go after that. So if you reach one person, it's inspiring. So again, that's the message today. I think that you should really look very hard at what inspires you and what brings you happiness. And think about the negative situation and how that created a positive one for you. Have a great day.